do you like something like this? And he says, yes, I like something like this. Okay, let's go check. And then you get there, you see the place, and the person says, oh, I'm interested, I love this place. And then you get a whooping 5% of 700 million as your agency fee. This will amount to someone's salary for the next 5 years. 1% of 700 million is 7 million naira. 5% is 35 million naira. Now imagine you sell a property and then you are 35 million naira home as a realtor in your bank account. These are the reasons I love real estate. That's some people call it real estate is ritual money to some persons. When you make good sales and then the money comes, okay. So that's why the industry is fantastic. So let's talk about some of those real estate facts here. What is real estate itself? We need to understand what real estate is, okay? Because many of us just hear real estate, real estate, real estate. Fine. For those of us that already know what real estate is, fantastic. But for those who really want to know the definition of real estate, it is considered as real property. It is a real property. Okay? That includes what? Land. Everything that has to do with land is real estate. You are seated on real estate. Anything permanently attached to it or built on it, whether natural or man-made, that's my definition of real estate. As long as there is land, every other thing on that land, the land plus whatever it is on it, is what? Real estate. I don't know how the economists measure the growth. I don't know how they measure their development at all. Okay? But what I stand here to tell you is that the business of real estate does not fall. It keeps going. It keeps going. Because the land you buy today cannot be the same price tomorrow. That land you bought 2 years ago is not the same price today. And that's why it keeps growing. Okay, so let's continue. We have types of real estate. We have types of real estate. Okay? Real estate plays, please go back. Real estate plays a crucial role in the global economy, offering opportunities for investment, wealth creation, and economic growth. That's what I just explained to us now. So we have 4 types. Let's check the first one. The first one is land. That's a major type of real estate, land. In WealthGate community, what we focus on at the moment is site and service. Somebody say site and service. Site and service. And what site and service entails is get the land, develop the land. How do you develop the land? Create road network, do your perimeter fencing, do the gatehouse, then do 1 or 2 other developments on the land, and then it's up for sale. Okay, so land is a major type of real estate. Whatever the land is does not matter. They say now push they become city. So land is a major type of real estate. So it is the most basic form of real estate and a key factor development of new properties. It can be classified based on its current use. Anywhere the land is, either for agriculture, either for any other purpose, land is real estate, and that's what most people, that's the first thing that comes to their mind when we talk about real estate, land. What's the second one? Let's talk about the second one. Okay, sorry, we have types of land. Yeah, thank you. We have types of land. We have the raw land. A land that is not developed yet is a raw land. When you see bushes, a thick forest is a raw land. with no existing structures or improvement. So in real estate, those that practice agriculture are also into real estate. Yes. So any land that has not formed any development is raw land. Then the subdivided land, which is the second one, is the one that has been divided into smaller units. Okay? The one that has been divided into smaller units where you already have brought your surveyor to divide the land to generate 150 square meter, 200 square meter, 250 square meter, 500 square meter, and all. So these are already subdivided. So these lands have been divided into smaller parcels for residential purpose or whatever purpose they want to use it for. They have already shared them. So when you see a surveyor on that land, and the surveyor has measured and has submitted the report for approval, the land has been subdivided. It is no longer a raw land. So where you are already, the value, the measurement of the land has been estimated. So it's been subdivided. So those are the two types of land that we have. So let's proceed. Then the second one is the residential real estate. So apart from land as a major type of real estate, we have the residential real estate. A residential real estate is that property designed for individuals or family to reside in. This facility is a building on its own. Okay? Now, that's your place where you reside. Is a residential apartment. It's a type of real estate where people live. So, a residential apartment, whether bungalow or a terrace or duplex, what have you, is part of the real estate we are talking about. So that is the residential aspect of real estate. So the third one is the commercial real estate. If you must know, you are in a commercial building. I'm using this number 52 as an example, which means nobody lives here. This is an office environment. This building is structured for commercial purpose. Okay, so when you see banks, when you see other organizations that run businesses, that run transactions here and there, they are buildings for commercial purposes. So they are commercial real estate. So we have that. And that's why sometimes when you want to buy your land, they ask you, are you buying this land for residential purpose or for commercial purpose? Because in some cases, we tell you a commercial land is more expensive than a residential land. So some customers will say, yes, I want to build a supermarket in that estate. So if others are paying 10 million, probably might be paying 15 million because that land you want to buy is for commercial purpose. Are we together? So the prices are not always the same. Yes. So we have commercial real estate. Any land you buy for a business purpose is a commercial land. So let's continue. Then we have industrial real estate. So this type of estate are properties used for manufacturing, like warehouse, manufacturing companies. Dangote bought how many acres in Ibejuleki? Dangote did not buy for residential purpose. He didn't buy for commercial purpose. He bought for industrial purpose. Are we together? So the value of the land that Dangote bought, you will agree with me that some people bought the same Ibejuleki that Dangote bought, but they did not buy as much as what Dangote bought. I don't know if you can relate. If you bought Ibejuleki at, for example, 5 million, I can tell you that Dangote did not buy at 5 million in Ibejuleki because he bought for industrial purpose. Are we together? So this is another type of land. A real estate, industrial real estate. Let's proceed, sir. So now I want to talk about real estate investment. So as an individual or a corporate body, you want to invest in real estate. What is real estate investment all about? There are certain things you need to understand about real estate investment. Because there is not to just buying land in real estate. I want to buy land, okay, you must understand the reason you are buying that land. Okay, so what is real estate investment all about? Now, most people today in real estate don't take money to bank. For those that understand what real estate is all about, they prefer to tie their funds in real estate than take that money to the bank. That money that has maintenance fee charges in your account, that has 10 million, my 20 million, and use it to buy a plot of land somewhere, and then after 2 years or 1 year or 3 years, I sell it at 30 million. The bank cannot even give me. So I'm just trying to give us an example of real estate investment. So how do you multiply your money in the real estate industry? How do you multiply your fund in the real estate market? So when I'm telling people about investment, some people tell us, yes, I know of stocks, I know of shares, I know of bonds, I know of this, I know of that. Fine. But I still tell you, come, you must understand what it means to buy land in real estate, to buy property in real estate. And then you can get 1,000% return, 500 to 1,000% return on your investment. And if you ask me, all the people that we know today, they've tied their funds in real estate. How much did Linda Egeji buy Banana Island? The house she bought in Banana Island. She bought it at 500 million. But it's more than that today. Okay? Most of these guys that we celebrate today have tied their funds in real estate. If you do, what's it called? Most of these positions, they have funds in real estate. For Lonshola Kija has one of the massive real estate investments in Nigeria. My Kadeluga has one of the massive real estate in Nigeria, up to about 80 billion worth inside Banana Island alone. So these are people we talk about. And those that have smaller investments in real estate, they are not regretting it today because they know the value they are getting back. And that is what we call the ROI, return on investment. Okay, so let's continue. We are there. Now, the first one is land banking. I'm sure you heard about land banking. Yeah. Land banking is a very simple statement in this industry. Okay? It's just as it's synonymous to money banking, like the regular bank. Keep your money, and then or invest your fund in the money market, and then you get the return. Okay, and then here we have land banking. Buy the land and wait. It's as simple as that. Buy the property and wait, and then you sell later. As urbanization continues to expand, land demand is rising, making it valuable and sought after asset. And that's what everybody is looking for. I want to buy and sell later. I want to buy and sell later. That's land banking. Okay? So this rise in demand has created an ideal environment for land banking where investors purchase or develop land to hold on to it for future development or resale. My father's friend bought Magodo. No, not Magodo. This place close to Magodo. This not Isheri. There's this popular area very close to Magodo, Shangisha. That man bought Shangisha so many years back, and that was in the 70s when they said that place was called the Monkey Forest. The Monkey Forest, But yeah, early 70s, late 60s, early 70s. And so they were selling, people were not buying. Because they said, monkeys, the monkey food here. And then that man bought. After the man died, his children went to that land. They built a bungalow on that land. Very close to Magodo Phase 2. And then, few years back, they sold that house about 80-something million. But ask me how much the man bought that land that they built a bungalow on that year. At every point in time, it increases in what? In value. It increases in value. Let me use my area as an example. Now, the local government of my residential area is now constructing the major road that leads to my estate. And now, because of the development in that location now, do you know what the landlords are saying? Yes, rent will increase in this area. So, if you have an apartment of 2-bedroom in that area and you are paying 750 to 800,000 per annum, you should be planning to be paying 1.2 million. That's what they are saying, because now the government is doing interlocking from the very bus stop down to the extreme of that road. That is a major development that everybody is waiting for. So the moment you see a development in an area, it increases the value of those properties around. The day the government comes today to say, okay, we want to wire street lights around the whole of this location, the value of whatever you have in that location will also what? Increase. Those are the developments people are aspiring for in every location. In 2001 or 2000, I have an uncle that came back from the US. The man said, and then they were doing this program was still on in Nigeria, this US visa lottery. So the man got back and he said, guys, you guys should apply and go. They will take you to one place abroad and then. And I asked the man, why is America doing visa lottery? And the man said something. America is developing every part of their locality. And they need you and I, skilled workers, to go there and help develop those bushes. And that's what they've been doing. So they make those bushes, they make those forests a city for everybody to settle. And that's why you and I can go there. A plumber will join, a mechanic will join, a bricklayer will join. If you notice, those that have been given visas during that period, they are people that are skilled workers. Because they pick everybody from different walks of life, take them to that place, settle them down there, and then allow them to establish. And that's how they have been developing America. At some point, Canada started the same thing. You guys can come, skilled workers come. They use people with their expertise level to develop their area. And now, what's happening in Canada? They are now saying rent is expensive, houses are expensive. And it is because people are getting those places developed. So, in land banking, wherever you get a block of land, does not matter. We are only waiting for a form of development to happen in that area. And you are only waiting for value for your investment. And that is why anybody buying in land banking must be able to do what? Wait. It's a business of patience. So what I tell my investors is, I don't want to hear this place is a bush. There is nothing called bush again. There is nothing called bush again in real estate. Ogba used to be a bush before it is what it is now. Whatever you have come from used to be a bush. But people have made it what it is today. That's why you must not underrate the returns on land banking. So every investor must understand that wherever a land is, it has become an opportunity for him to throw in an investment there, wait patiently for that place to materialize in what? A value. So you either wait to develop it or you wait to resell. Those are the two things that happen in land banking. You either wait to develop it or you wait to resell. And then when you sell, that ranges from building, renovation, lease. That's apart from land banking. What other thing you feel you can do in real estate? Okay? Like real estate development. this is where development comes in. That, okay, what do I do with my land? Whatever you do on that land has attract a level or a form of development. One of those businesses you want to do on that land is real estate development. I want to build a big hotel on my land. An activity has taken place on that land that will continue to give you value. Real estate development. I want to build a church. I want to build a bank. You know, whatever you want to do on that land, that is the development that is taking place on that land. Or you want to build for commercial purpose, you want to build for residential purpose. So, whatever you want to do, you can lease your land to anyone for any form of business purpose. A development has taken place on that land. So that's another one. So apart from buying to wait and sell, you can also use your land for this purpose, which is build, renovate. Now, you can buy a building and renovate to resell. Okay? It's also part of the development I'm talking about in real estate. And that's what some other persons major. They buy, they renovate, and then they sell. We also do that at WealthGate. Okay? So, lease of existing buildings to the purchase of raw land, the sale of developed land, and then you can resell. So you buy to wait, land banking. You buy to build, development. You buy, build for business purpose, development. You buy, build to sell, development. So whatever activity that has taken place on that land, for whatever purpose, has brought development to that land. So that's what real estate development is all about. And that's why today you see developers that will come to you and say, that your land in your village, you have refused to build it. We will help you build it. Then we come into an agreement. We tell you, okay, I don't want to build residential apartments on that land. I want to build units of shops because that place is in a commercial area. Or you say, I want to build terraces. They do that on the island in Lagos. So you have that land that is worth about 50 million naira and you don't have the funds to build it. They come to you, you agree. They help you build it. And they give you a structure that makes a lot of sense. That on this parcel of land, you can build 15 units of 5-bedroom duplex and they will show you the 3D. And then you look at it and say, fantastic. So how does it happen? So their job is to develop that land. And then you can start getting return. So if you have the financial capacity to do so, you can do any form of development on your land that will keep yielding what? Returns. So it's also a buy and sell approach. It's also a real estate arm of business where you can buy, build for whatever purpose you want to do. That is the development we are talking about in real estate. The next one, please. So now, having said all of that, we want to talk about real estate agency. Real estate agency. Real estate agency is simply an individual or an organization that stands between the buyer and the seller. So real estate agencies are business organizations that assist people with real estate matters. These agencies generally represent either the buyer or the seller in terms of land or property sales, transactions, and work as a collective group of agents or realtors. And that's where we come in. So you are an investor, you are an agent as well in real estate. So when you come in as an agent in real estate, in WealthGate, your job is you are going to stand as an intermediary between community, WealthGate community and the market. WealthGate community and the investors. Are we together? So as a real estate agent, your job is to know the product, understand the product, and then give relevant information about the investment to your potential customers, your investors. I was in South Africa in 2012, and at the lobby of one of those, the hotel I stayed, I met a young guy, very young guy. The guy was sharing his portfolio with me. The guy said he is an agent of a real estate firm in South Africa. That he told me when he joined, and then he told me how far he has gone. A very young guy, I would say, as at then, 20, 22, 21. And the guy said he had bought 3 houses in Johannesburg. And he has made several commissions on sales of real estate land and real estate properties. And the guy said, this is what I do. And he gave me a list of customers that are bought from him. Okay? So, as a real estate agent, one of your jobs is to teach, educate your customers on relevant real estate portfolios. So you must understand the business and then make them understand why they should invest their funds with you. So we have a lot of real estate agents. Are we together? In WealthGate community, Mr. Manuel is going to be telling you about all our products and how you can effectively sell them. Are we together? He's going to be sharing with us how you can effectively sell those products. But we have them in different locations. And those other products that you're also going to be interested in, that you can also get value from, he's going to be sharing those products with us. But my own job is to let you know that as a real estate agent, you are going to be carrying out a portfolio of investment to your potential investors. Because a lot of people still have those funds. They are looking for where to invest those funds. And with the right information and education, you can help them channel those funds to relevant places. Which one of them is our Radiant Court in Ekwe that is selling fast. Are we together? So let's continue, sir. So these are some of the tasks that real estate agents perform. Let's go through it together. Real estate agencies assist their clients with a number of different tasks. For the sellers of property, a real estate agent may assist with writing, editing, reviewing real estate contract. Those ones will not really interest you, but then you should be able to assist with real estate products that are available. Yes or yes? And then help them in terms of, okay, you help in marketing and advertising the property. Those are what we do. And then you provide potential buyers or your investors with real estate investment products. What real estate agents do is to recommend. I recommend locations to my investors. I say, sir, buy this place now. Leave this one, buy this one now. The reason you must buy this one now is because it is fast developing. Buy this one now, leave it for 2 years, you can sell it, and then go and spread acres in this location. So if you understand the market and how it works, you should be able to educate your customers on how to invest effectively in that real estate portfolio. The reason why they should buy this location now, hold it for 1 to 2 years, and then take everything out with the profit, go to another location that is a bush and buy. Or probably leave 1 or 2 plots here, maybe the person bought 1 acre, pick out 3 plots, sell them, go to another location that we recommend to you, buy. So you give all those advice and then research the specific details of the property in order to ensure that the product is marketable. Fantastic. I just talked about this. So information about where you are selling matters. And all of these things, you are going to get to know them in WealthGate community. Why you should sell K2 Ekpe? Why are people buying K2 Ekpe? You must know why. Why is everybody buying Itori? You must know why. Or why did WealthGate buy Itori for investors to come and invest their fund? Are we together? So you must know why. So that's where the research comes in. So it's very important to know how and why you are selling to your customer. So I don't just tell customers, come and buy land here. No. I give them reasons why they should buy land in that area. Why they should buy. There's a customer that is buying 1 acre of our K2FL. Now what the person is saying is, because the location is behind Grace Polytechnic, are you getting it? And several other institutions are already proposed on that location. He wants to build nothing but what? Hostels. That's his plan. You can go there and build a fantastic hospital. These are some of the things I tell my investors. What is missing in this locality? You are not buying this land for, let's buy it and develop it for this purpose. So people are seeing the vision you are giving them. That makes you a potential agent in the business of real estate. You open their eyes to what they are not seeing in that environment. And when they see that opportunity, they key into it sharply. So it makes your work very easy. So they can call you anytime and say, okay, so what next? What next? So you're not just selling land. You are selling businesses to your potential investors. Am I communicating now? So that's how it works. So let's continue. I'm rounding up now. So my guy will come and do justice to the products. Okay, so I think we are done with those real estate. That's real estate 101. The products will be communicated here and now by Mr. Mayo. But any question so far from?
You mentioned.
Is everything Mr. Mayo?
You mentioned WealthGate something having property type. We buy the land, then we as agents are going to now sell land.
We buy the land.
That's what is right.
Yeah.
Then what I'm just asking is it when you have to sell it, is it like a portion of every single thing we have to sell?
Okay, we sell in bits. Yes. In fact, we sell as low as 50 square meter. So we sell in bits. We buy in bulk. We sell in bits. So you want to buy 250 square meter or 300 square meter, it's available. You want to buy 150 square meter, it's available. You want to buy 500 square meter, it's available. You want to buy 600 square meter, it's available. Yes. So we sell in bits. So for those that want to do the land banking, you can buy land banking as low as 50 square meter. You know why? Because you are buying to the sell. Do you know you can actually erect a 3 to 5 bedroom apartment on a 150 square meter? If you see a very good architect. With kappa. With kappa. Let me describe 150 square meter. Okay, but you know a full plot. Like in the normal layman's language, a full plot, which people normally call 120 by 60. 120 feet by 60 feet. That is 120 square meter. I'm sorry, 600 square meter, so to say. That's about 600 square meter. Okay, it's more than that actually. Yeah. So you multiply the length by the breadth, so that gives you the size of that land. Now, if you divide the so-called full plot into two, so you are having 300 square meter. Generally, what people call half plot. Half plot. So you bought half plot of land. That half plot is relatively 100 by 50 or 120 by 60. That's the half plot. Now divide that half plot into two again. Then one engineer will now tell you, I will do 5 bedroom duplex. on that one for you with car park. Yeah, that's what I was trying to explain. And they are doing it. Because you see those terraces people live in, they are under 100 square meters. Because what they do is they use the pillars to hold the structure, and then the underneath is car park, and then the stairs start from the first floor. The first floor is the sitting room, then the second floor, you have the bedroom. One bedroom can be at the first floor, then the remaining bedroom will be at the second floor. Maybe 4 to 5 bedrooms, they will structure it for you. Then you have car park for at least 2 cars. So it happens. So in land banking, the person can say, okay, I want to buy 50 square meters. Fine, you may not be building on it, but for investment purpose, that is what his capital can carry. So he can buy into that and then wait. So when we are selling at a particular amount, he can then, resell for a particular ROI back to. So it can be as low as that, but my boss will pay emphasis on all of that. So because he's going to handle the product. He's going to handle the product. Do you understand? So we buy in bulk, we sell in bits. Yes. Yes.
Can I ask?
Go ahead.
Okay. You said they purchase
Yes.
the land for land banking.
Yes.
Hold.
Yes.
And they sell.
Yes.
Maybe because of insurance, we talk about a lot about objections.
Okay.
If somebody like goes to approach me now
Yes.
for land banking, the first objection that comes to mind, why will I just leave the land just like that for years? That hold is what has been on my mind.
Okay.
So I don't know if you can explain that. Okay, you mean I just buy land and leave it and not do anything, and then a couple of years and now come back and just resell.
Yeah.
To them or to me, I'll be like, I'm not just tying down one way. That is one aspect. And the other aspect is this, that generally, or a regular man or person,
Yes.
like, I want to buy land
Okay.
to build and live.
Yes.
Why do I have to first, let me put it this way, like how to convince people
Okay.
that buying land now, or how you want to convince me that, okay, I want to buy the land,
Yes.
and I shouldn't build on it first
Okay.
for investment purposes.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah, the two questions they look alike. Now, this is it. The first thing I do is, in the business of real estate, I want to understand your need. Where exactly are you going? What exactly do you want? I said something before. You buy land for different reasons. Do you understand? So I must know what you need that land for. If I come to you to tell you, just like you said, there are objections everywhere when you meet people to talk to them about, but you should be able to tell them the reason for them acquiring that product or getting that property. Number one, I must let you know that in the investment world, when you want to invest your fund, one of the most secured industry where you can invest your fund is the real estate. That's one. Two, the reason you can buy and wait and hold is because you are not buying from an individual or from Omonile or from Bale, where at any point in time they can come back to you and say the land does not belong to you again. Whereas you are bought from a company that is paying for maintenance, paying for security, that has settled the issues of Omonile, where your land is already what? Secure. Where allocation has been given to you with your allocation document, and then you own your land. You can go there at exactly. Even when you want to build on it, you don't have issues. Because it is the company that sells the land that interfaces with your Omonile, not you. The company buys the land from your Omonile, settles with your Omonile, but you are interacting with the company. Do you understand what I'm saying now? And that's why, as an investor that wants to build in the real estate, in an estate that has already been developed, you are paying for developmental fee, because those stress you should be going through, the company has paid for them. So that is the security in that business. So I tell my customers that you do not have to stress yourself when you do land banking. You can come to that your land to check, okay, this is my land, okay, now I want to build. You can build. Because the land, even on the land banking that you already bought, has been allocated to you. So you either sell later or you build. It's your choice. And then another reason you can tell your customer to hold is because that location you bought for land banking is not developed yet. The area is not developed yet. You have only bought it to wait. Development is fast approaching. When development gets to that area, you will see it because it's a physical asset. You will see it that, okay, this place is developing. Oh, it has developed. Now I can come and build or I can come and sell. So it's a business that is so glaring to everybody that you can see the efficacy of this real estate business is so bright that it's going to be obvious to both parties that, oh, that place is now developing. I can see schools, I can see hospitals, I can see the road network. They started the road along that area I bought my land. Okay, so what do I do now? That place that you bought 6 million, we're now selling it 12 million. Is it that you go and build or you do what? You sell. So the need, the reasons are very key. They are very key. Have I answered you? Any other question? WealthGate community.
So, is it my wife's under WealthGate? That's
the WealthGate community is a brand on its own. Okay? Under the company called Mayowa Obolade Company.
It's under.
Yes. So just like a subsidiary. Yes, of Mayowa Obolade Company. So WealthGate community on its own is a company on its own. It's a brand on its own. On its own. You are going to get to know more about WealthGate. Yes. So am I free to go? Okay, I think at this point I am going to be welcoming my boss. He's my financial coach, and he's been a financial coach to a lot of people. For those that have been watching.
WealthGate. So why WealthGate associate? Why do you want to be an associate? Number one is because of the vision WealthGate itself has. So how did we come across WealthGate? 2020, I was with one of my mentors, and in that meeting, we got talking, and I was sharing my experience in the company I was working for at that time. And I discovered that for the first time, I did a summary while I was sharing with him how much I had made. So that was the first time I was checking how much I had made in about 3.5 years. And I discovered that I had made over $400,000 US. That was the first time I was seeing that total number. So I know I was doing close to about 5 to 6 million naira every single week. So I was like, okay. So after the meeting, he was telling me congratulations. While I was going on, it was another thing I was listening to. My one, where is the $400,000 in 3.5 years? Where is the money? So that really got me thinking that, okay, at least I should have an investment worth of $200,000. Let's just share it at 50-50. Let's say I spend anyhow. You understand? So that really got me thinking, and I discovered that a lot of people around the world are in the same challenge. They make so much money, but they don't have anything to relate it with. So there's a battle between what they make and what they are worth. I'm sure you guys have seen so many people talk about how much they make, but you don't see them talk about how much they are worth, because the mentality of what you are being exposed to is to keep making money. But that's not the real thing. When you make money, you must ask yourself and be deliberate with what you are doing with the money. So our focus in WealthGate community, WealthGate Africa, is to focus on what we do with the money we are making. Because it's not new. A lot of people work 9 to 5. A lot of people do a lot of transactions. They make multiple figures of money. And the question is, what do they do with what they are making. So in 2020, I began to put this to work. And I said to myself, Maiwa, I want to focus more on what I'm going to be using my money to do than just making the money. And that's why the bet of WealthGate came in. So in about 6 months, I invested in a lot of knowledge because I now decided to ask myself, if they mention my name today, how much is attached to my name? If you stop working today, how much is attached to my name? So as an associate, this is your sales pitch. Can we use the mic? This is your sales pitch. Because your goal is not to actually sell land. Your goal is actually to sell to them to build their wealth. However, to build their wealth, they have various assets they should leverage on. Are you getting it now? So I was just checking the founder of Oracle was Elan. Elan was number 2 in the Forbes of the richest man in the world yesterday. In less than 25 hours, he came back to number 3. So he moved from like number 5, came to number 2, but he did not stay there for more than a day. Jeff Bezos came back. So what happened? Did the money he had went off? No. So I discovered, which is what everybody should know, that what makes them to be top on that list is what they do with the money that they've made. Are you getting me? So on that list, their reward is basically on their assets investment. Is that clear? So one of his stocks, one of his investment assets dropped in value. So it went up. It moved him high, right? Then in less than 24 hours, the asset came down again. So it moved from number 2 and it came back to number 3. Can you see that? So our focus in WealthGate as an associate is that everyone you're meeting, you are telling them, have you checked your bank statement for the past 5 years? Have you checked your bank statement for the past 2 years? If you stop making money right now, can you take care of yourself for the next 6 months? Can you take care of yourself for the next 1 year? Can you take care of yourself for the next 5 years? Have you ever thought of that before? By the way, what's the name, sir? What's the name? Fem. Okay. Tom, right? Yeah, what's the name, sir? Mr. Ifan. Good. So, have you asked yourself that if I stop making money now, can he take care of his bill for the next 6 months? If I stop making money now, and if I say to himself that I can take care of his bill for the next 1 year, when you sleep and you wake up and they say, my name is Mario Owolabi, what should be the word attached to your name? So that's what WealthGate is all about. However, when we now go deeper into it, that okay, what are now the frameworks, the patterns, the strategy to now that we can put in our resources in that will keep multiplying. That is where land banking comes in. That is where stocks and investment, stocks and cryptocurrency comes in. That is where agriculture comes in. About doing this stuff, Fubi did an amazing job on the real estate training. If you missed one, go and watch the training. Give it up one more time for Mr. Fubi. Let's go. So, WealthGate community, as the name implies, our goal is to build around the world. As a matter of fact, our goal is beyond Nigeria. So that's why it's called WealthGate Africa. I was in Ghana last year, and I discovered that the real estate investment in Ghana is even more suitable than Nigeria. Very, very interesting. As a matter of fact, their real estate is attached to dollar, not cedis. So it means that if I'm selling the land in Ghana, I'm charging people in dollars. That really got me interested. So I had to go for some inspections when I was in Ghana, check out some places, and I told them that we are coming to Ghana next year. It's amazing. Because the joy of you making money is to make sure you are investing in an asset class that can keep the money. Does that make sense? So let's go get busy with the slide before I come into sales for us. So why are we doing WealthGate? The goal is to help 1,000 people become a millionaire in the next 10 years. So if you add 10 to your age, can you imagine that age right now? Now at that age, do you want to say to yourself that you're a millionaire? Would you like to be a millionaire? Now let me share some statistics with you. Statistics says that we are about 5% of people in the world that are millionaires. 5%. 5%. So 95% of them are not millionaires. Good. Now, 1% out of the 5%, they become billionaires before 40. 1%. So when people say that God give me money like Mark Zuckerberg, no. The type and the kind of Mark Zuckerberg are not what common. It is 1% of them that becomes billionaires, not in naira now. Billionaires in what? In dollars before 40. However, the 4% that is left, they are about the age range is between 62 and above. So I said, so a lot of people are not billionaires at 50. A lot of people are not billionaires at 55, 60. An average billionaire is above 60. You can reduce this well. 62. So that also got me thinking. Why? How can you be a billionaire in dollars before you're 50? So that's the roadmap I'm running. And that is why we are opening the same model to everyone. So when you are selling land, when you are selling agriculture, when you are selling the digital asset, you are not selling to just let them buy. You are selling to them the vision, the dream that we want to have in it. And you're not just selling, you are also, because I was telling Mr. Fubi, that an average associate in WealthGate must also follow the plan, because you don't want to be a sandboard. So you see some realtors, some real estate companies, they sell land for people, and statistics says that they are not up to 6% to 10% of realtors that sell but invest. So as you are selling, the focus is not to make the money. The focus is also that as you are making the money, you also be doing the same thing you are telling people to do with the money. The story of one of my mentors, he said he started as an agent, as a realtor. He started as a realtor. And now he has over 19 estates. They've opened 2, one in the United States right now. That real estate, they're selling an acre for $150,000 US. The same person 9 years ago that was selling for someone. So what's the difference between someone who is a realtor 9 years ago and him? That person is just selling, making money, and what? Doing it anyhow, right? But he, as he's a realtor, is also what? Selling, and he's also doing the same thing. He's telling people what? You are coming in as an associate, and your goal is to leverage on WealthGate to generate more income. And as that income is coming in, you are also doing the same thing. So that in the next 5 years, you have 2, 3, 4, 5 estates for yourself. For yourself. And that's what WealthGate is ready to do for you. Are you excited about it? Give it up for WealthGate. You are not joking. You are not joking. So in the next 10 years, we want to raise 1,000 billionaires. And what makes a billionaire? Because it is the word B. You need to go A before you go B. And how do you go A? You go A by investing in what? In assets. You go A by what? Investing in what? In assets. Once you cannot build the A, B is not sure. So it's like the first step is A. And because it is called asset, it means that you all can get it. It is not hidden. It is available. It is not hidden. So what are the kind of assets? Because whenever you ask people, when you Google the word wealth, it is called the accumulation of wealth, accumulation of assets. So nobody can be wealthy without the word accumulation of what? Of assets. So what are now the types of assets we want to? So we have changed all of these asset classes. Right now we major on 4. We major on how many? 4. Let's move to the next one. I don't want to do product knowledge because some of you have gone through the product knowledge before. So these are all the billionaires. Now I studied all of these people and I realized that they have some dots that are equal. Some of the things that they do that they are the same. Next slide. So the first person we are focusing on is the man called Warren Buffett. Sorry. Warren Buffett, as 26 years old, was just $140,000 richer. So let's take you now. Let's say your age now is 26 years old. Let's say today now, your worth is 140,000 naira. So I discover that his first stage, next slide, his first stage pay was 1957. And in 1957, it was worth how much? What now happened? Next, 1970. Between 1957, Madam Tom, to 1970, this man grew from $140,000 to $25 million in 13 years. So, number one, it was not about what he was making. It was about what he was doing with what he was making. So in 13 years, he was making few hundreds of thousands of dollars. In 13 years after, he's now a millionaire in dollars. So let's say your worth today is 140,000 naira. Can we work with you, leveraging on the wealth? This is how you educate you. Can we work with you that in the next 10 years, the total of your worth will be minimum 10 times? There is nobody that will listen to you. Even you, that you are just hearing again, you want to start all over again. Why? Because you are not selling land. You are selling the vision, the possibility, the dream. However, the dream can only be achieved by the asset. Are you getting the concept right? Good. So next slide. 1983, 13 years after, he moved from 25 million to 620 million. How? Why would I be how? And as at this age, he was just around 50 something. Because now this is 13 years, twice that big. That's around 50. So 620 million. 13 years after, next slide. 1966, he became a billionaire. At this age, he's above 60. Have you seen the concept right? So I'm asking myself, how can I speed this up? And I got the concept called stop selling time, start buying time. So it means, which is what I told the man who sold me, he said, I'm just getting to know this at 52. What can I do? I said, no, you wasted the years, you need to buy the years. And how do you do that? I'm going to share that with you. Am I helping you already? Are you seeing what to share with people? Are you seeing what to share with people? Because everyone wants to succeed. Everyone wants to build wealth. But not everyone has a system that can make them get there. So that's why we are not telling you that it's something you have to do suddenly. But we guarantee that if you follow what we are about to tell you,
you will get there. So if, except you are not following, you will get there. So this is a 1960, 17 billion. Next slide. 2009, 37 billion. 2022. Next slide. 2022, 2 years ago, 97 billion. So can we project by 13 years too? Are we permitted to project by 13 years too? So, but in these 13 years that we are projecting with now, what can we do in that 13 years? What can we do every month? What can we do every week that can add up to that 13 years projection that we have all put together? Make sense? So this is how we present, and this is how you are going to present as an associate. Every associate has access to the slide. Every associate, apart from the product, you have access to the slide. So it helps you to be able to tell them what they don't want to hear. So don't just tell them buy land, because buying land is what an average realtor does. What you're selling to them is the system that can make them get there. Are you getting now? So when you now share this with them, then they will now say, so what can I start doing? Are you getting it now? Next slide. Next one. So let our system what? Help you. Now let me share another point that you have to let your audience know, your people know, is that they must know that there is difference between being disciplined and leveraging on the system. What type of game do you like to play, Mr. Femi Bella? Real game. Basketball. Fantastic. How long have you been playing basketball? 3 years. Do you have a coach? You have a coach. Good. So, for you to go to the pitch every day, it takes discipline, right? For you to do what you are meant to do, it takes a coach. So waking up to say I will go to the pitch is discipline. Are you getting it now? But getting to the pitch and making sure you do what you are meant to do is a what? Is a system. So Tokpe is our sales rep for WealthGate. Coming to work every day is discipline, right? But when she comes to work, to do what she is meant to do is a what? Is a system. So what a lot of people do is that they have a start. They can start something, but they don't have a system that will work with them to get to their destination. Are we getting the concept right? So that is why WealthGate is better. So you're not telling them to buy land. You're telling them that if they can buy land for this so amount of years, by the next decade, this will be their what? Because it's not about starting. It's about keep doing it. Is it making clear? So that is why it's a system. So on this system, if they don't pay their subscription, we will call them. If they don't do their investment, we will call them. We are not calling them because they want to pay us. We are calling them because they must follow the system. Are we getting the concept right now? So we are not calling to say, hello sir, good afternoon sir. We notice you've not paid your next repayment for your land. You say, no. Sir, we notice you are not consistent in building your wealth again. So when you pick it from, you are not consistent in building your wealth again, because I'm sorry, I need to just work on myself. When we say, sir, we want you to pay for your land, say, you people don't know about pay. You don't know more than paying. We are not selling land. We are selling the end goal. So that's the same thing why somebody who is fatty will always go to the gym, because the goal is to burn fat. But when he goes to the gym, she or she goes to the gym and is not burning maybe 2 kg every day in the next 90 days, there's no way we'll burn 190, 180, 200 kg. Are we getting the concept? So this is why we are engaging you, the associate, to talk from their mind, which is for them to get to the promised land of having the amount of land they want to have. Is it making some sense right now? Good. So next one. So Mr. Fumbia has done this. The goal is that we look at viable, successful, established investment vehicles. And that's what we present. So we don't present a vehicle because we want to present. We present it as it must have been established. And what does it mean to have been established? It means that a lot of people or major people must have done this and succeed. Somebody called us today, Mr. Mayewa, there is money in Ikeja. If you can draw oil from under Ikeja bridge, it's a good concept, Abi. The question is how many people have succeeded in doing it? Where are the people? What are the challenges? That can the person tell us it must be established before we bring it to our what? To our audience. Is that making sense right now? So what have we done? We have checked all these strategies, all this asset class, and we have 4 of them that they can run. That we have successful people who have done it. Coming up people have done it. Good. So, deliberate, Mr. Afumbi has done vision. So, go back. Let me reestablish this. Why should they join the WealthGate community? Because they are asking, what's your Shibi's land you want me to buy? Why are you telling me to come and join community? Number 1 is because we want to build a what? We want to cultivate a community of what? Individuals that is dedicated to generating wealth by leveraging established investment assets. So it is not only land banking. Are we getting it now? Number 2 reason why they must is that they will be gaining access to opportunities that have the potential to make them believe. If you pick your phone and call your doctor, somebody must pick to tell you what to do and what not to do. So this is what we are coming into. And this is where the money is. Are we getting the concept right now? Can I go further? So number 3 is that you're going to be having access to monthly training. So as a member of the community, you will be trained every month. Last month we spoke about several other opportunities. This month, write this down. We meet every last Thursday of every month, 7 p.m. Note that down. For every member of WealthGate Premium. Those are members of the community. Associates are not members. Associates are not premium members. Associates are people that leverage on the system to make money. So the people that you are introducing, they can also be associates or they will be premium. Make sense? So we have some associates that are also premium members. Do you understand now? So you can actually be leveraging to make money from a system and not be part of the system. But what we encourage everybody to do is as you make money, be a member. So you are doing the same thing the people you are introducing are what? Are doing. Good. So you network with other members, regular updates from the members, from the community, exclusive discounts before they go live. Currently, Itori, I told you about Itori, right? Good. We had to extend the pre-launch of Itori till October 1st. Now, because the price should go from 800,000 to 1.5 million 2 days ago. But right now, we have to extend it because of the associate that are just joining. Because we just launched the associate. Are you getting the concept? So by October 1st now, anybody that is that is interested in making money through the pre-launch, which is what a lot of people want. Are you getting now? You have to push your campaign out between now and October 1st. So instead of them paying 1.5 million, they pay 800,000 naira per plot. I'll get to product shortly. Good, next one. So, and as a member of the premium WealthGate member, you will be followed up. If you are not investing in the assets we are telling you to invest in, you will be followed up. It's not fight and it's not marketing. Hello, sir. We notice you've not done your August payment. How are you? What is wrong? Oh, something happened. I used the money for something. Oh, please make sure you double it up in the month of September. That's how we're going to work with you for the next 10 years. Are you seeing that now? So it's work. It's not a pick one land and sell and all of that. It's work. We want to be deliberate. Then what do we do in WealthGate? We what? We purchase, hold, and what? Resell asset. That's what we do. We just look for assets that are working. Yesterday we were in the city of Ibadan. We are launching our Radiant Court in Ibadan. First week in October. We're in Ibadan yesterday. We are taking up about 50 acres for people to connect with. Are you getting in now? So, and I was telling Mr. Fumbi that between now and the next few years, we might just have to hit 30 estates quick. Why? Because people need us. People need us. People are wasting money. People, even upon what people are talking about, that there's no money. There is what? There is money. There's nothing. Nobody carried the money anywhere. The money is with some people. Cool. So that's what we do. So what are the 4 asset classes? We have real estate, we have agriculture, and we have stocks and crypto. Good. So people, oh, I already have land, do agriculture. Oh, I've already have agriculture, do land. Oh, I have agriculture, I have land, do digital assets. All of these assets has the capacity to build us. So I've told you real estate, the reason why you have to do real estate. Currently, this is the asset of Bill Gates. 268,000 acres of land. Madam To, how many can you see? Mr. Ifai? 268,000. So some people will tell you, the place is far. Tell them that the farther it is, the more profitable it is. Because the goal is not to go there and live. Look at where this man, look at, these are extreme end of the United States. These are extremes. In Washington alone, he has 16,000 acres. There's one man that I'm afraid of like that in Nigerian real estate. Only one man that I'm afraid of like that. He's buying anywhere. At least in Nigeria, as I yesterday we were still talking in the car, he doesn't have at all. We have close to minimum. He doesn't have at all. We have more than 500,000 acres. He's just buying. Say, I will buy. Don't just say. Tell yourself, say, I will buy.
I will buy.
I will buy. So these are the people. So the question now is, if Bill Gates land holding by states, can have 20,000 in some places, 25,000 in some places, 16,000 in some places, I will buy. Me, I will buy more. I will buy. So far it's under the map of Nigeria. I will buy. One day, investment we what? We go there. One day. Okoya is the founder of Elegance. So these are the people that have done it. So when you are selling, you're also selling with samples of people that have done it. The founder of Elegance is Okoya. And what does he do? He just buy bush. When people get there, he will sell it. He will buy another bush. So he's been doing that starting from Alaba. But yes, he will buy the place, build warehouse, came buy Okwebi, came buy Alausa. He sold places in Alaba, went to buy VGC. Sold Ekpe, bought VGC. Sold Alausa, he went to buy Ekpe. He has been in Ekpe like 15-20 years ago. Why real estate people are just going there now? When one plot was less than 100,000 naira, no, 100, like 20,000 naira per plot. So now people are now selling the same ekpe for 6 million, 10 million now. You are now saying that no, me, I will buy. Yesterday, when we were in Ibadan yesterday, they took us to one place. Even me, fear won't fear me that Mayowa, what are you buying? Is it this land? What are you buying? We got it. The man said, yes, there's 1,500 acres here. See the place as if, and see the other place, there is already an estate. I said, I'm buying this one. Why? Because in the next 10 years, 15 years, they will be selling that place for 10 million, 25 million. Tap yourself, say, I will buy. So, this is what Aliko Dangote is doing. A lot of you think Aliko is into oil, he's into this. No. What Aliko is doing is real estate. What he's only doing is that anytime he buys the land, he puts something on it. Which is the same thing Eleganza too was started doing. He will build the infrastructure there. They will be doing something there. Either a Greek, either there was a time he was in Alausa, he was doing all these plastics, flax, all those things. That's what he was doing there. So it's not a must. You can do anything on the land. Jimovia, Tony Onimelu, Olumide Emmanuel. Olumide Emmanuel bought a place less than 50,000 naira, and he bought over 400 plots 18 years ago. They sell the place now 10 million, 15 million. I will buy 50K 15 years ago. 15 years ago, 50K. Hope you know that it was still expensive there then. So the man now stand now. People say he's a billionaire. He say he didn't fall from heaven. No. He was just buying. And guess what? He was not even buying actively. When I was studying his pattern, he was doing it. He was buying land every 2 to 3 years. But in WealthGate, you buy land every year. That's what we do here. You buy land how many years? Every year. So you have a client, you are not telling them to buy land. What we want you to do is that you buy land every year. So let me share the concept. So I'm doing this. That's why my name is here. How much do you have? Because I saw you calculating. How much?
I did 10, you said 1 plot now is about, let's say 10 million.
Yes.
And you got about 400.
400 plots.
I have 4 billion.
4 billion. So whenever you see Dr. Lumide, do you think he's in a, do you think, I don't even know. And this is just one project. So this is 4 billion. But how much did he buy it then? 50K times 400.
20 million.
20 million. So he used 20 million times 15 years equals 4 billion. Is that not it? 20 million times how many years? 15 years. So what do we have now? For you, how much do you want to have, Mr. Femi Pella? Yes, in the next 10 years. 1 billion. How many billion? 3 billion. How many years are you ready to hold it? 10 years. Are you guys seeing how this works now? So the question now is that how much do you want to put in? So when you are selling, don't sell as if it is the commission of 500,000 naira that is enough for you. You are selling with the aim that there is a number that you need to put here that can move you into that billion framework. So don't be like some people that once they sell one plot of land, they will not sell again. It's because they don't know what they are doing. But when you understand that, no, in the next 10 years, I have to put in minimum 20 million. Let me put it for you. I have to put in 20 million. And this 20 million, I don't want to go and work for it. I want it to be from my commission. So if I'm doing 20 million, it means I need to sell 200 million between now and December. So between now and December, how can I sell 20 million and 200 million and get a commission of what? 20 million. So that this year I invest 20 million, then bring the 20 million and come to my office and say, Mr. Mayowa, I have 20 million and I'm ready to put it down for the next 10 years. I will take you to where you don't understand. Yesterday alone, I saw almost 160 something acres. 160 something acres that is calling my name. Mayowa, buy me, Mayowa, buy me. And they ask you, go. Buy me, Mayowa, buy me. I say, I'm coming, calm down. I need to check others. Calm down. God punish poverty. Are we learning? So this is what the work of an associate. So as an associate, you are not just telling them to buy. If you like, buy car. If you like, don't buy car. We will give you gift of car as we make sales. Don't use your money to buy car. Buy land that you can sell in the future. But sell in such a way that you can earn car as a gift. Once you meet your targets on the 1 to 11, there's a level where you'll be given a car. There's a level where you'll be given all expense pays to Dubai. There's a level for that. You understand? But me, I don't want, in as much that I want you to buy new cars and be enjoying. No. Because once you buy car, the value start dropping. Yes. Tell me, ma'am.
Okay, that I agree.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it also wrong that monthly?
Yes, they can pay.
Monthly?
Yes. So currently the price for the cashew project is 2.5 million. That's the pre-launch. Now, so people are buying right now. Give them 1 acre.
Okay, 1 acre. Both
That's the minimum.
Yes.
And by God,
No, the 2.5 million covers the land, the cashew, and the management for the next 7 years. Yes, and also they are the owner of the land. Once they pay 2.5 million, they have 1 acre. Number one. Number two, 1 acre, 6 plots. Yes. It's in Ogomosho.
If somebody will have that lump sum,
They pay instrumentally. We have 6 months, we have 1 year, we have 19 months. They can pay small.
But is it going to have additional interest or less?
There's an interest.
That is all.
Yes, but anything less than 6 months, no interest. Anything 6 months, there's interest. So let's say, for example, Mr. Mayowa, I want to buy 1 acre of cashew nuts, of cashew project. 1 acre, 2.5 million. If you pay 4 months, 2.5 million divided by 2.5 million divided by 4, 625. So in the next 4 months, he pays us 625,000 naira monthly. He doesn't pay interest. But once he's paying for 6 months, he will pay 10% interest. Do you understand? So all of that is on the platform. Please bring my laptop, swap it to this. Let's go to the dashboard. Don't let us talk from head. By the way, let me get water for everybody on my bill. Yeah. Don't worry, soon we'll start taking lunch. Yeah. We'll start taking lunch. So anything you're buying in WealthGate, in as much that you are ready to pay in 3 months, 2 months, you will not pay interest. Our interest begins from 6 months. So in 6 months, you pay 10%. So what it means is that if the land is 2.5 million and you want to pay for 6 months or 7 months, you get 10% will be added to it. That's 2.750, right? So you can deposit 275,000. Then you share the rest into 6 months. Do you understand? So anytime you just deposit on the platform, you have all it takes. Give me my mouse. Lucky, bring the mouse for me on the table. Quick. Tomiwa, go on with this one. Is it clear? Ito is Ogun State here, after Sango. Itori is Ogun State here. No, Ekpe is different. Itori is in Ogun State. Give me the mouse. Yes, Songo. Yes, no, that's why I say it's after Songo. Songo E4 Ota. Songo E4. After E4, there's another town. After that town is Itori. And those towns don't have anything like Dangote Refinery. So it's the value that that person has taken there that is making us go there. So you don't buy land because you feel like buying. You buy land because